It's interesting because, in her post, Yaccarino framed it as a, mission complete kind of turnaround process. But remember, lower down in the post, she references XAI. And what's changed in recent months is that Musk had combined X, the social platform, with XAI, the AI company, under XAI Holdings. You hit a lot of the themes spot on, Paul, that it is difficult to work for Elon Musk. But the turnaround bit that she cites in her post is one for debate. As we understand it, revenues in 2024 were down from 2023. They were looking like they might be up in 2025. It was difficult to bring advertisers back to the platform, but Yaccarino had said many had returned to the platform. Elon Musk being the sort of wild card about the appropriateness, I guess, of advertising on that platform. But yeah, there's a lot of ways we could go with this one.
Ed, you talked about, the volatility, especially when we think about a lot of Musk's businesses and what's happening inside. For Linda, does this seem as though this was just a decision waiting to happen, or what are you hearing?
Yeah, nothing so far. We just don't know. I would note that it's sort of the latest high-profile stepping down or departure from Elon Inc. We're seeing it happen across Tesla, as we reported. Omid Afshar, who for a really long time was basically Elon's chief of staff, and later had more broader responsibilities across sales and manufacturing. We broke the story that he was gone out of Tesla. In SpaceX, I know that internally, we broke the story on their latest valuation yesterday, but internally, departures have kind of ramped up recently as Musk's political activity has ramped up. It is not easy to work for Elon Musk. Kind of how the structure works at these companies is there are very capable people there. For example, XAI, XAI is a really key point here about what's happening with X. But there's a guy there called Ross Nordin who is also kind of like the chief of staff, but he's doing a lot for Elon while Elon's out doing whatever Elon's doing. But at the end of the day, no matter how many decisions are made by committee, by this group of very talented people in all these companies, the final call is kind of made by Elon, and that can sometimes slow things down. It can sometimes lead to robust debate, things like that.
Right.
But again, I'm really focused on where X fits into XAI long term. I think that's a big factor here, and there's a hint in that Yaccarino post.